News at 5 and 10.
If it's happening, we're covering it in the Doctor's Friday news feed. The Ebola epidemic.
Alarming new information and what you need to know.
Are we prepared if the virus hits the U.S.?
Doctor, give me the news.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Doctors. It's Friday, August 8th, 2014. We're going to bring you a special report on the deadly Ebola outbreak.
And later, it happens to women all the time, but rarely does it happen to a man.
I honestly thought I was getting punked.
Find out what shocking news this man got and the warning signs he ignored. That's later. Coming up next, men assume it's something they don't have to worry about, but the reality is they should.
I honestly thought I was getting punked. I was waiting for the cameras to come out and everything.
This man learned the hard way and survived to tell his story.
Breast cancer, as we know, is a serious disease that most of us associate with women, but for one former football player and wrestler from the Midwest, it's anything but.
I'm Bret Miller. I'm 26 and I'm from Kansas City. Back in April of 2010, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Yes, I am a male. It's always just been out there as women always getting it. And most of the time, if men do get it, they are quiet about it. They feel embarrassed. So, like, I did it first. And I finally came out to, my friends and stuff. May 18th is when I had my mastectomy. I did 4 rounds of chemo. My family was amazing. The support that they gave me, I couldn't have asked for more. Friends and family, coworkers, everybody was there by my side the entire time. And since September 21st of 2010, I've been clear of breast cancer. Men don't think we can get it, so that's why I'm out there. I'm spreading the word. Everything that I've done to speak out about it and just let people know cancer is not prejudice. It chooses whoever it wants.
And Bret joins us now, and we were talking before the show. Is there something that's particularly difficult being a male, saying, hey, I have breast cancer?
Well, yeah, you hear breast cancer and all you think is women. It is rare, but it does happen. And it can be your dad, your brother, your uncle. It's going to be somebody that you love that's affected by it, and they could die from it because we don't know about it. So by the time that they do find it, it's too late.
So you noticed something wasn't quite right?
I had a lump directly under my right nipple for 7 years. When I first found it. 7 years. I was 17 when I first found it. I brought it up in a physical night at my high school. And the doctors were, you're 17, you're going through puberty, you're becoming a man, it's a calcium buildup. It'll dissipate.
And there was a discharge associated with that too.
Right? That came probably about a year and a half before I was actually diagnosed. And, I was thinking, hey, this is probably not something normal, but I was stubborn. I didn't want to go.
And again, it's so great. Unfortunately, that time period elapsed where he didn't get medical attention, but the good news is you're a cure now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But that, again, it's so important that don't ever ignore those signs and symptoms, whether you're a man or a woman. Early treatment with breast cancer, it's a treatable disease.
So, Bret, tell us a little bit about how you felt when you got the diagnosis, because I know this has probably been a process. You're very comfortable talking about it now. You're here. You're an advocate for men finding out whether or not they have breast cancer. How did you feel that moment you got the diagnosis?
Well, when I got the phone call, I was leaving work. I wasn't even, asked to come into the doctor's office. I was told right then and there in my car that, hey, the reports are coming back and it's breast cancer. I honestly thought I was getting punked. I was waiting for the cameras to come out and everything, but after it sank in, I was like, well, they've got the lump out already. So from here, it can't be that much more. So my thoughts were positive. I kept my head up high and just came with what the doctors, everything that they had a plan of attack. And I thank him for it and stuff, because I went through a mastectomy, and then my oncologist sent the tumor off to Oncotype DX test, and that gave my oncologist a better plan of attack. And it actually told my oncologist that I would benefit from chemo.
So very similar to what women go through. And he had a partial mastectomy, and meaning that you lost your nipple-areolar complex. It's left you with a little bit of concavity, a little bit of a divot in your breast. I know that you've talked to a plastic surgeon, right?
Yeah, when all this came about, I did go meet with a plastic surgeon before the mastectomy to just, no options. And he straight up said, he was like, I've never done it on a male before. You can get a tattoo, tattooed back on of a nipple, or we can grow it from a skin sample, whatever. And after hearing all that he's never really done it, never thought about it at all, I just kind of looked, day went by and stuff, and I went up to my mom and dad and stuff, and I told them, I was like, this is going to be my battle scar. This is my story now. So this is how I can have impact on others.
I think it's important because we always talk about knowing your body. Even though breast cancer, 1% of the cases are male, it's so important to know your body. And Mom, are you wearing blue for a reason today?
Of course. We have to put, in the pink world that we all exist in, there has to be that blue, because the men don't know, even in a physical. My husband was just at his Wednesday, and the doctor that finally listened and said, Bret, I'm going to send you for a sonogram, thank God, and I thanked him. Just Wednesday, I thank you for saving my son's life because you did something about it. And I asked him, do you nowadays in a men's physical, do you check their breast? And he said, honestly, Peggy, it is only 1% of men, and we don't. I said, would you consider it? Because this is where it starts.
That's right.
This is where men will learn we need our breast checked too.
That's right.
Well, thank you for being an advocate for your
Bret,
son.
I'm wearing my blue for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thanks for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
And Bret is a testament to know your body. If you recognize abnormal symptoms or signs, get it checked out. We'll be right back. Closed captioning provided.